Hey everyone, it's Mikito again. I'm reviewing another Tesuji. This one's called the Diagonal Tesuji. It comes up a good amount of times in real games, and you feel super good when you pull it off. So let's review this one. I tried making this like a real game. So white approaches, and black plays the 2-space high pincer. This is supposedly Joseki, but I don't know how up to date it is. I mean, the materials I usually read are from the 70s and 80s, so we'll see if anybody recognizes this Joseki. I sure didn't. Black caps on top, white plays down. Black plays Q17 to try and keep the corner, I believe, and white plays this. Black now pokes at the I shape, or tries to disconnect, and white plays the ugly shape of the empty triangle. This induces black to play here. This is, as you can see, fifth line. I think he's trying to make a big corner with fifth line, potential fifth line territory. White cuts, black protects his corner, and now the next move of the Joseki, which is proper, is this one. This is pretty important, and the way to get to the Tesuji, the diagonal Tesuji we're teaching today, you would have to omit this move. So I made, let's say white plays here to attack this F17 stone, thinking that white is thick here. Black would Atari. Now, in this particular board, this is probably okay, but if there's something better, I would advise doing the better moves. So, this would be the okay move, and white can do something like this, and maybe white would push out now. Or even threaten to connect first. Something. This looks okay, but this isn't the Tesuji, and that's what I want to teach today. And the Tesuji starts with this. White pushes out, obviously not to die. And here we are. Black gets to play this move. Now there's two moves for white that I see, that I can think of. And the first would be A, and the next would be B. So we're going to go over A first. This is the stubborn player. I know how this feels, where, no, come on, black was dead. What are you doing? But black will cut now, and we have these moves here for white. If white plays 1, it's self-Atari, so that's not good. If white plays 2, black just plays here and it's dead anyway. And if black plays 3, it takes 2 moves to kill black, but it takes 1 move, well technically 2 moves to kill white as well. The problem is black gets to go first. So, by doing this diagonal move here, it created a bunch of self-Ataris for your opponent, white. And once you do that, most of the time it gives you a good result. So A, we can erase that off the board. Now we'll try B. If white connects, which is much better than A, black gets to connect. And now white gets this outside thickness, but at the same time this group is kind of weak. And black has these 3 weak stones. If H17 wasn't here, this would probably turn out a little bit better for black. Black could still fight, but because H17 is here, I don't think it's a good fight for black. But the whole purpose of this review was to review the diagonal. So that's the first example. I have 2 more. This one is not, how should I put it, in-game order. This is, I'm just creating a life and death situation here. Okay. Let's say now it's black's move. The very first move I think of looking at this position is this move. And that's because this comes up all the time, almost every game, no matter what, killing off 018. Problem with this is white gets to Atari, and white gets to play here. And no matter what, white is alive, unless black gets 2 moves in a row. So, yeah, that was okay. Black still got a lot of outside thickness and got to kill a stone, but white lives. And if we could prevent that, I'd much prefer killing it. So, these 3 stones, 1, 2, 3. When you have 3 stones like this, usually the shape point is right here. And with black playing here, it gives white 3 moves to try. Let's go backwards, and so that way it'll be more fun. Because I thought 1 was the strongest defense. It actually tripped me up when I was doing these problems. So let's check out the other ones first. This one is very simple. White's trying to make 2 eyes, but black just plays here. And no matter what white tries, this becomes a false eye. This is self-Atari, so he can't even play that. Obviously, if white tries this, it's a double kill. So, we'll erase number 3 off the board. Now we'll try 2. This is very direct. The next move for black is the name of the video, which is the diagonal move. And now if white plays 1, it's self-Atari, he dies. If white plays 2, it looks like he's trying something, but it's just not going to happen. White can't play here still, and white cannot play here because of this. So the diagonal move creates self-Ataris on both sides. And that's the key to this Tesuji. So number 2 does not work. Let's try number 1. Now, when I looked at this problem, I was like, oh, well, this diagonal move doesn't work. So what am I supposed to do? I had to think about it long and hard, and I still didn't get it. So I turned the page, and I saw what was up. And what is up is this move. It's so simple. You just run towards your black stones and ask, can I please connect? White's only move is to play here. And then, now the diagonal works. Self-Atari, self-Atari. It was so simple. It blew my mind. I was like, wow. Oh yeah, come on. I should have got that. Alright. So, Q19 is the key move because of these 3 stones, how they're aligned. And then the diagonal is the killer. So we'll move on to the last one. This also I couldn't set up too much in a real game situation. But I thought it was pretty cool. I'm just setting up some stones for no reason at all. Alright. So the first move I think of right off the bat, where I'd stop my reading, is here. It looks like a normal, hey, let's connect. But if white wedges, black will Atari. White's forced to play here, which Atari's black. And now white has 2 options. He can play 18T or S14. The problem with S14 is that black is allowed a Ko. And so I wouldn't play this way. I would just go for the certain kill. If black responds, you just kill him. And if black plays here, you just get to take him. This is still better for black, but it's still... It wasn't a good situation for black actually because of this move. So this is the wrong move. So we rely on our Tesuji, the diagonal. Now, if white plays this move, I couldn't, it took me a while to figure this out, but the move is this one here. And the reason is, if white does it normally, black gets to connect. if white plays here, obviously this gets killed. And this way, black gets to connect as well. So this move does not work for white. The next option that I can think of is this one. And although you would think some other moves would be correct, this is the one. You allow white to cut you. And then you get to pick on these two stones. If white connects, now it's a self-Atari situation, just like the other ones. If white plays here, black kills. If white plays here, black kills. And if white plays here, it takes 2 moves to dip in here, and black needs only, well, black needs 2 moves as well, but black goes first. And so that's what allows that. All thanks to the diagonal creating self-Ataris. So the best move for white is to play here. Black Ataris these 2 stones. If white connects, then he's self-Ataried and he's dead. So he has to capture. And then black gets to take these. White does have to come back, and black gets Sente. So now he can take the big move. Maybe something like this. So there, those are my 3 examples of the diagonal Tesuji. I hope you guys use this as a good review. So go look it up, learn it, and then use these videos to review. I hope you have a good one. Take it easy.